SafeMoon is entering into dangerous waters, but there is still an opportunity that is present, and we're going to take a look at the charts a little bit differently today in this video than what I have been doing. But before I get further into that, I want to say a special shout out thank you to our Patreon supporters, a double shout out thank you to RemAG for being a higher tiered supporter. And if you'd like to join that, this is what I do for a living, just so you guys know. You can be up on that board for as little as $1 a month. The link is in the description. And also, please keep in mind, I'm not a financial advisor. Everything I'm sharing is my own opinion. It's my own research. I encourage you to do your own research. And let's go ahead and get into this. So what I'm doing in this video is I'm actually taking a look at the pancake swap charts rather compared to the SafeMoon swap charts. I've been using the SafeMoon swap charts because realistically, if you're a supporter of SafeMoon, more and more people are going to be migrating over to using that. And also, if you decide that you want to sell it, it just makes more sense that you would sell it through the SafeMoon swap side rather than selling it through Pancake Swap, because you're going to get more money on the SafeMoon swap side. You don't have to transfer anything. You can just log in with your same private keys. So it just made sense with that. But we don't have a lot of previous track record history, and plus the prices are slightly different. So I decided to go ahead and look at it from this perspective here. Now, what's interesting is that if you watched my video yesterday, I said, look, we are in a position in time where there's virtually no time left based on what the charts are showing, and it signified that we should be seeing an increase in volume here very soon, and the price is going to have to make a decision. It's either going to need to start making a breakout going up or going down. In the same video yesterday, I did make a note that if it decides it wants to keep consolidating, keep going sideways, this is where the chart would kind of look like, and it would be extended out. And I think I said December 9th if it decided to keep moving that sideways position. And you got to keep in mind that most of the community right now is in idle mode. We're all waiting to hear the news of the SafeMoon version 2, and people are just trying to be patient. Some people are more patient than others. That's the circumstance with that. So taking a look at this, what I'm realistically looking at on the pancake swap side is that we have a descending channel. The good news is, let's talk about the good and the bad news. The good news is that we're closer towards that level of resistance than we are for that bottom level of support. And inside of this pattern formation, I went ahead and hid this just a little bit ago, so I'll go ahead and put that back up. But because it's just too much stuff that's up on here. As you guys can see, we are in that upper quadrant section. So if we can manage to break above that level of resistance, we're looking at a good opportunity to having a further continuation run. What typically happens with a pitchfork pattern is you'll see it come down and tap that middle line, and it'll either have a full retracement back towards the top level of resistance there, or it'll have a full continuation going through and then looking to test that bottom level of support, which we could see in this instance right over here back on November 18th, right? And then we saw it pull back through, broke through the line, and then had a further continuation up, and right now we're seeing it testing that top level of resistance once again. Okay, what is this yellow and this grayish line? We are doing a 15 and a 50-day moving average. This is to show what's called a golden cross or a death cross. And unfortunately, as of November 28th, we have crossed over into a death cross. That's a bearish-based pattern that suggests that we are more likely to see the price go down in the short term for a period of time, and before it decides that it makes it want to rally up. Now, it could also consolidate and move sideways a tad bit, but this is normally saying that we're entering into a bear market. Something to keep in mind is that I would prefer to use a 50-day and a 200-day moving average. We don't exactly have a long history. SafeMoon only came out in March earlier this year. So the other version of the Golden Cross and Death Cross is using a 15-day and a 50-day moving average. So that gives us a little bit more of a justification in this circumstance. What I just wanted to point out to you is that the last time that we had a Death Cross, we had a period in time of 38 days before it broke out. And on that, it actually had formed a golden cross opportunity. And that's when we saw the price really start to go parabolic here, right? So that was a good bullish sign. It took 38 days. Comparatively, we can see that as of that crossing point, we had a low drop of 53.43%. If we took that same time frame for it to hit its lowest point, we would actually see it hit over on December 15th, and it would be looking to test on that pitchfork-based pattern right down here on that median line. And more than likely, it would get rejected and go back up. Now, December 15th means that there's still several more weeks to go in the month. We have an upcoming SafeMoon Sunday, which is going to be the last one here pretty soon. But with the markets and everything that's been going on, could this potentially drop down? I would only see this as being realistically possible if something happened to, say, Bitcoin, and the market really started to drop down right there. Right now, it's holding on pretty good. It's still at $57,000. But if the whole market decides it wants to start plunging, SafeMoon very well could start getting pulled down with it too, especially if people become impatient waiting for version 2, waiting to see what's going on with it, because we keep hearing all this stuff. And if we don't actually start hearing anything and they just keep doing these hype moments of like imminent, SafeMoon 32, let's get SafeMoon 32 trending, people are like, why? Like, what's going on with version 2? You know, you said it's deployed. When's the update? When? Lambo! That's what people want, right? It's that whole sort of mentality. I do not see this as being probable. I think what is more likely to take place is that with this little crossover that we have right here, this could be a short time frame indicator. And with the news coming out any single day now, it's not going to take much momentum to be able to get it back across that line. This gap is not very big, right? This gap that's right here is big, and it didn't just all of a sudden cross on over. It took a period of days for it to make that transition over to where it is right now, right? But this consolidation allows these two lines to average out closer to one another. So right now, am I bullish or bearish? I am still bullish. I am still bullish. My personal opinion, the way I look at this, close to the level of resistance, these two lines are very close to each other as well. It could lead to a further drop off. I would be keeping an eye on right around the December 15th period, but I think we're more likely to break out and have a nice little run. That's going to do it for this video. Last little bit is that the volume down 18.83% yet again. Everybody's basically just hanging on. Nobody's really doing any trading for SafeMoon right now. You can look right here. You can see that there's not very many trades each minute. Okay, so I got referral links in the description if you want to get free cryptocurrency or free stock. It is free money for you guys, and if you're new to the channel, don't forget to hit subscribe. Hit the thumbs up like button. It does help us out with the YouTube search algorithm. Click the bell icon so you know when we go live, and I will see you in the next episode.